Hey everyone, so real quick before the video starts, I just want to apologize for the fact that it is out of focus for most of the video. My autofocus was being really weird and it wasn't working, so it's out of focus for a lot of the video, but it's just like fuzzy. So I'm sorry about that, but please enjoy the video and I hope you find some good music.
Hey guys, it's Danny, your Thursdays on ODL. So this week on ODL is Music Week, and I thought that I would do a little video on my vinyl collection. So some of these vinyl are my dad's and some of them are mine. Actually, most of them are mine. Only like 2 of them are my dad's, but he started me off collecting vinyl about a year ago. I got really into vinyl. He started playing me some of his vinyl. I thought it was pretty cool, so he took me to a record shop and we started looking at vinyl, and I recently started building up my own collection and I thought I would share with you guys. So the first record that I'm going to share with you guys is one that I'm playing right now. It's the California Nights album by Best Coast. I had found Best Coast in a Spotify playlist about 6 months ago. They're a pretty cool band and I'm really into them. This is one of my favorite songs off this album. It's called Fading Fast. So the next album is the Ramones album. It's a live album. This was actually a German import. Dad, you want to tell them the story? Actually, my dad's right there. Want to tell them the story?
Yeah, so it's... I'll jump in here. So this is a German import that I found years ago before this album was even released in the US. So it opens up and pretty cool album. Had it before everybody else because nobody else could get it.
Good. There's bite marks from the cat in there.
Yeah, my cat Joey, who was named after Joey Ramone.
So the next album is London Calling by The Clash, and Rolling Stone named this the best album of the decade for the 80s, and it's a pretty cool album. This was one of my dad's that he got me into, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's really, really good. I'll play some of it at the end of the video. The next album that I have is The Beatles' 20 Greatest Hits. This is one that I bought with my own money. I love the Beatles so much, and they're definitely one of my favorite bands. I like a lot of old bands, and the Beatles are definitely there. The next album that I have is my Beatles 20 Greatest Hits album. I actually bought this with my own money. It was probably the first record that I owned, I think. And I actually really love the Beatles. I love a lot of old bands. Fun fact, I actually love both the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. I can't really pick between the two. The next one that I have is The Smiths. Those of you who know me probably already aware that I'm very obsessed with the Smiths. I love the Smiths very much. My mom thinks they're depressing. I think they're artistic, you know. Now we're moving into the more modern genre. Suicide Silence's You Can't Stop Me album. Totally different from all the other records that I've played, or that I've showed you guys so far. This one's like metalcore and all of those. Oh, it's peeking out. I like this album a lot. It's blue. Can you see that? Blue, it's pretty. I like that. The next one that we have is All the Ways That You Let Me Down by the Candy Hearts. I saw them live for the first time at Warped Tour this year. They were like the first band that was playing, so we had to like rush in the gates immediately. We had skip the line passes, luckily, but we had to rush straight into the gates, and we just like ran right towards the Shark stage, and we got there a couple minutes before they started playing, and we were really, really lucky. But this is their 3rd album ever released, and it has some really good music on it. I definitely recommend this for those of you who are just now getting into the pop punk music scene. The next one we just kind of found in the record shop, and it didn't have a name or like a band label or anything on it. We know nothing about the band. We're not even sure what the name of the band is. The little price tag says Teenagers on it. We're assuming that that's the name of the band, but we googled them and apparently they're from Canada. But this is what it looks like. It's just kind of has a bunch of words, but it's like garage punk. It's pretty cool. I wish I knew more about them, but next is a Misfits album. That's my dad's. And we found it in Hot Topic, actually. My parents took me to Hot Topic for the first time, like, last summer, and my dad found this, and so we got it, and it's a pretty good album. I love the Misfits. Next, we have the Cloud Nothings. For those of you who don't know the Cloud Nothings, they are an indie rock band, and they're pretty cool. This album is more, I guess, a mixture of indie rock and like beach rock, kind of like this album here that I'm playing for you. But the Cloud Nothings are really, really cool, and I will leave some of their best songs down in the down bar. The next album that we have is Iron Regan, another one of those middle albums that I actually like. There are some bands that I like that have similar styles to this, but I think Iron Regan is a really good band. They're kind of older, well, they are older, and my dad got me into them, like a lot of the music that I listen to. And last we have is St. Vincent's Strange Mercy album. Not only is the cover of this album really, really cool, I love St. Vincent so much. Her voice is so beautiful, and she's so artistic, and I don't think that I've ever heard any album as artistic as this one. She's really, really cool. Plus, she's dating Cara Delevingne, and we're all jealous of that, so. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel and follow all of our Twitters below. I will leave my Twitter, the channel's Twitter, and my Tumblr, Instagram, and my Snapchat. I do YouNows sometimes, but whenever I do them, they're like late at night, so if I'm ever on, you guys may or may not be awake, but so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Watch everyone else's videos. Have a good week. Bye! I can't get it on. Refill that. I can't get it back in the sleeve. The recording. Stop the recording now. Fun fact, I actually like both the Beatles and the, Jesus Christ, I just blanked. Mick Jagger. The Rolling Stones. I was like, it starts with an R. That'll be a blue.